Hey everybody, how's everybody doing tonight? This is episode 20 of Wrestling with Brent. I'm just gonna be going over the shows, Ring of Honor from Saturday and AEW from last night. Um, and I just want to talk a little bit of WWE news too. Uh, NXT was pretty good last night. It was okay. Uh, had a couple good matches on it. It was good. It wasn't nothing great. It wasn't nothing spectacular. I figured they couldn't top Halloween Havoc from last week. Um, so AEW was a whole lot better than NXT this week. NXT went back to their, regular old, just same stuff. Um, so it's like they went all out for Halloween Havoc and then just kind of, just went back to the regular formula for NXT this week. Yeah. Uh, there's really not a whole lot going on in WWE right now. Where it's Survivor Series coming up, they're just trying to get stuff ready for that, and everything's just kind of pointless. I was shocked with Jey Uso's heel turn and him joining Roman Reigns last week. I thought that was pretty good. Um, Raw Monday night was garbage. It was terrible. Um, you know, just not much going on in WWE right now. Just same old stuff. Yep. Anyway, that's my little WWE update. For now, I'm gonna go into the shows. Um, so let's start with Ring of Honor. Here we go. All right, we have Shane Taylor and the Soldiers of Savagery, his group. Moses and Khan versus EC3 and the Briscoes. This was EC3's first match in Ring of Honor. Um, this match marked EC3's highly anticipated in-ring debut in Ring of Honor. He wanted to start the match against Taylor, but Taylor opted to tag in Khan. EC3 controlled Khan initially. Eventually, SOS used double team moves on Mark Briscoe to gain the advantage. Taylor hit a cutter on Mark as he dropped across the top rope. Taylor hit. Taylor later hit a running knee strike to Jay Briscoe for a 2 count. After Mark was tagged back in, he hit a flurry of offense on all three of his opponents, including the twisted moonsault off the top rope to the floor. Mark set up a froggy bow on Taylor, but Taylor moved. Mark landed on his feet, but Taylor snatched him and hit one with the land for the win. So there you have it. Shane Taylor and Soldiers of Savagery beat EC3 and the Briscoes. This was a very good match. I liked it. It was good seeing EC3 wrestling Ring of Honor. He looked good. Wrestled good. I mean, he looked in shape, fit and everything. Ripped. Was always good to see the Briscoes back. Hadn't seen the Briscoes in anything in a while. They did really good. They brought the fight as usual, very hard hitting, smash mouth style that they wrestle with. The way they wrestle, they did a good job. Uh, Shane Taylor looked good as well. So yeah, I like this match. It was good. Um, Now we have the Ring of Honor Title Tournament finalist. Uh, they did show the video packages. They were good. Um, Now on to the match. The Ring of Honor Pure Title Tournament match. Tracy Williams versus Jonathan Gresham. Um, this was a very good match. Um, Tracy Williams had his banged up left shoulder wrapped. Gresham applied a standing arm lock. Williams used first of his three allotted rope breaks. Williams applied a hold on Gresham's neck, and Gresham used his first rope break. Gresham speared Williams, but Williams answered with a series of chops. Gresham connected on the insecurity to Williams' left shoulder and hit a German suplex to a bridge for a 2 count. Williams rocked Gresham with a clothesline for a 2 count. Williams landed a brainbuster for a near fall and then transitioned to a crossface. Gresham appeared on the verge of tapping, but he managed to get to the ropes for a second rope break. Gresham hit another German suplex into a bridge for a near fall. Williams landed two running forearms to the face, followed by one to the back of the head for a near fall. Williams planted Gresham with a pile driver, but Gresham used his final rope break. Gresham got back to his feet and caught Williams in the octopus stretch. Maintaining the hold, Gresham dropped to the mat and leaned back to increase the pressure on Williams' left shoulder. Williams tapped out at 14 minutes and 37 seconds. Uh, so there you have it. Gresham made Tracy Williams tap out. Uh, After the match, Jay Lethal, Gresham's best friend and Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship partner, came to the ring to celebrate with Gresham and shake the hand of Williams, who had defeated him in the Blockade final. Gresham becomes the first Ring of Honor Pure Champion since 2016 and joins AJ Styles, Doug Williams, John Walters, Lethal, Samoa Joe, Nigel McGuinness, and Brian Danielson as the only men to hold the title. Uh, yep, so there you go. That was Ring of Honor for this week. It was very good. Um, Jonathan Gresham had a very good tournament. Tracy Williams also had a very good tournament. This match was very good. I liked it. Yep, so I can't wait for more Ring of Honor. Was a very good tournament. I liked it. Announced it again this week was good. The video packages was good. It was just been a very solid tournament, very solid Ring of Honor show the last several weeks. It's been very good. Um, yep, so very good show for Ring of Honor. I liked it. All right, now on to the AEW review. Last night's Dynamite was the go home show before the AEW pay per view this weekend, Full Gear, which is Saturday night. Really excited, really looking forward to this pay per view. And I just want to say, in my opinion, as far as go home shows go, most of them are not very good. This show I thought was very good. I loved all the matches and promos and everything. In my personal opinion, I thought the wrestling was very good, and the promos and the backstage stuff and the video packages was very good. Um, but that's just my opinion. Of some people I've seen online that think the show was very good, but you know, I digress. I thought it was very good. Agree to disagree. Wrestling is subjective. Everybody don't like the same things. So, but I thought this was a very good show. Um, all right, so let's get into it. They opened the show with Dasha Gonzalez. Always good to see her. She was backstage interviewing Jericho. She looked beautiful, as always. Uh, she had Jericho, Hager, and Santana. Jericho starts congratulating Jake Hager on his big win in Bellator, his MMA fight he had last week. Talked about it, showed his scars. MJF and Wardlow walk up, they have a talk. Uh, a nice little segment. Uh, So now we're on to the match. MJF and Wardlow versus Sammy Guevara and Ortiz. This was a good match. I liked it. Um, Sammy Guevara, I thought, did a really good job in this match. He was really on fire, just hitting big moves and hard hitting moves, fast paced, and did some nice flips and stuff. He's a really talented wrestler. Um, Everybody in this match looked good, I thought. Breeze put very quickly. Sammy and MJF are left in the ring and they trade flips until MJF pokes him in the eye. But Sammy hits a leaping knee. Sammy hits a reverse GTS for a near fall. Then he and Ortiz drop Wardlow, then takes MJF to the top rope. Wardlow comes back for a Tower of Doom spot. Then he drags MJF to the corner and tags himself in. Wardlow lifts Ortiz for an F10, but Sammy spies him on the top to break the pin. Sammy pulls MJF out and dives at him. Then he gives the finger to a fan. The fan throws a chair at Sammy, and it's revealed to be Matt Hardy. MJF gets Ortiz and Assaulted Earth for the win. Uh, so there you have it. MJF and Wardlow won. After the match, MJF and Wardlow met the way up the ramp, but MJF suddenly runs and tackles Jericho. Jericho was on commentary. Jericho did a great job on commentary, as he usually does, always. I like some of his cracks with Shivani, and his cracks on Excalibur was funny. Um, Jericho just always kills on commentary. Um, After the match, MJF and Woolen made their way up the ramp, but MJF suddenly runs and tackles Jericho for a panel. He beats on the champion until he's pulled off by Jake Hager. Um, Next, we get a backstage segment with interview segment with Tony Schiavone. I guess it was a tape segment. Sitting with Kenny Omega at his house, and he's interviewing Kenny Omega about the match this weekend coming up at Full Gear. Uh, I like this promo. I thought it was good. This interview segment. Kenny was trying not to be a douche, but while being a douche, and I liked it. It was a little weird, but I mean, I liked it. I thought he did okay. Wasn't nothing great, but wasn't nothing horrible. Kenny, with just being his usual, just kind of nonchalant, arrogant, stuck up self character that he's been playing as his heel character, and that's all he was doing. He wasn't trying, to go over the top, uh, you know, just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I liked it. Uh, so yeah, it was a good segment. I liked it. All right, next we get a commercial break. Back from commercial, we have Mebo with Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford versus Trent with Orange Cassidy and Trent Taylor. I like this match. A lot of people online didn't care for it, but I thought it was a good match. Trent always does a good job. Whoever he's in the ring with, he done good in this match. Miro, I thought looked good. Still really in shape, ripped. He looked more like a beast in this match. So what he should look like. Um, it's always good to see Penelope Ford out at ringside. She looked beautiful as always. I liked her interaction with Orange Cassidy on the outside. That was funny. Um, yep. So here we go. Just go over it quickly. Um, Miro kicks Trent in the face until he gets angry and they trade shots. Trent hits a Snapdragon suplex, then jumps at him but gets caught and slammed. Trent dodges the Matka kick and rolls Miro up for two, then sends him out of the ring. Trent hits a tope to Miro on the floor, but the bigger man gets up first. Back in the ring, Trent finally hits the tornado DDT, followed by a running knee for a near fall. Trent attempts a springboard, but slips, and then Miro kicks him and applies the camel clutch for the win. Miro is applying the camel clutch. Chuck comes to beat him down, but Kip runs out and Kip's Chuck, then tosses him out of the ring. Miro grabs the microphone and starts to song the best friends, but Orange Cassidy comes from behind and hits the orange drop off the top rope. So I liked it. That was funny. Um, yep. It's a good match. I liked it. Glad Miro won. Trent gave him a good fight. There were a couple times I thought Trent was going to get the upset win, but yep, good match. I liked it. Um, I liked the stuff with Penelope and Orange Cassidy outside, and then Orange Cassidy, jumping off of the top rope at the end on everybody. I thought that was funny. I liked it. Good. I liked it. Um, Next, we have a interview segment with Jim Ross sitting down with Hangman Page. Um, this was good. I liked it. They played up. Um, Adam Page was Hangman was still drinking his whiskey. Uh, and looking pretty drunk in the interview. I thought it was funny, because it lines with his character. Um, so yes, good segment. I liked it. Good interview. I liked it. Um, so that was good. Commercial break. Back from commercial. Taz come out with Brian Cage and Ricky Starks. And Taz went on his field and mentioned Tony Khan and how he sat outside of his office. And Taz was just explaining how they have a ranking system in AEW, but how they're not really abiding by the rankings. That Brian Cage and Ricky Starks should be given more chances and have more shots, and they should be in some title matches and should be on the card for Full Gear. I completely agree with him. So hopefully after Full Gear, they'll start lining up some bigger things for Brian Cage and Ricky Starks. I had said, in one of my earlier videos, I didn't like how WWE was doing the big men. They need to all push all the big men, more better. Brian Cage, Wardlow, Luchasaurus, Lance Archer. Um, and on a side note, like I said, this promo was very good by Taz. I liked it. Ricky Starks also spoke. It was good. Just a side note for those of you that don't watch AEW Dark, the last couple of weeks, Lance Archer's been coming out attacking people and then doing promos, him and Jake. And the one that they done on Tuesday night was very good. Um, Lance Archer, I thought, did a really good promo, the best he's done in AEW. And Jake Robert said he was going to start DDTing people. And he had said in the recent weeks that he had lost control of uh, Lance Archer, so whatever Lance does is going to be by his own doing, and. Um, so I think that was good, and that's nice little, neat little thing to have Lance Archer. It just makes him a little bit more intimidating. makes him more of a threat, I think. Um, right. So, like I said, need to push that big man more and do a little bit more with him. Yep. And a lot of people ain't gonna agree with this, but maybe 'cause I've mentioned it before, maybe AEW needs to add a third title. I was thinking maybe just call it, and just have it, um, it could basically be a mid card title. I don't want to say like a throwaway title, just say like a mid card. Um, maybe call it the AEW maybe the AEW Light Championship or the AEW Dark Championship or the AEW Strongman title, and you know, and have your big guys, your Brian Cages, your Luchasaurus, um, your Ricky Starks, even your small guys like Marco Stunt, and have them go for that title and somebody win it, and then somebody defend it, and people challenge them. Put that on Dynamite. You know, and that would give people that's not really getting to do a whole lot right now, like the Ricky Starks or the Brian Cages or the uh, Lance Archers or the Marco Stunts or the Sunny Kisses, or and just give him something to claim, and just give them something to do, and have him on TV a little bit more and give him more ring time. I wouldn't see the harm in that. Um, you know. Of course, there is the FTW title, but that's not really an official title. Uh, so, but yes, it was a very good promo by Taz. I liked it. Anyway, that's enough from a little ramble there. Um, all right. Now Private Party's coming out to the ring along with Matt Hardy for that match. Um, Matt Hardy gets attacked from behind by Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara hits a twisted fate on Matt Hardy. I liked it. Hit it on the ramp. That was leading to that match, going to that match at the pay per view this weekend. So I liked it. Good. He got Matt Hardy back. Yep. I'm really looking forward to that match Saturday. Uh, all right. Now back from commercial, we have Young Bucks versus Private Party. This was a good match. A lot of people online didn't like this match, but I liked it. Just go over it quickly. Nick looks to make a big tag, but Matt's ankle's too sore. So he goes it alone. Nick gets caught with a hurricane runner doing a cut, but Matt breaks the pin. Quinn attempts a shooting star press, but nobody's home, and Matt hits a spear. Nick calls him up for a near fall. Then the Bucks look for the melt driver, but Cassidy grabs Nick on the apron while Matt and Quinn trade pin attempts. Nick hits a super kick to Quinn and tags Matt so they can hit BTE for the win. Uh, Young Bucks won. This was a good match. Um, Looked like one of the Young Bucks messed their ankle during the match, doing a dive. So that was interesting. The Bucks celebrate after the match, but FTR come out and attack them from behind. They hit the Midnight Express to Matt. They look to stomp the ankle with a chair again, but Hangman Page and Kenny come running down to make the save. Kenny offers Hangman a fist bump, and he accepts, but then they exchange words. Um, so I like that. Good match. Commercial break. Tony Schiavone's in the ring. He introduces Eddie Kingston, followed by John Moxley. Face not allowed to get physical. Kingston and Moxley have words back and forth. This was very good. Just makes this match seem more exciting than ever. I'm just looking really forward to this match. The realism of the story of them talking about together on the Indies, their time together on the Indies, and how they were friends for a long time now. Moxley left him to go to WWE. Just like this whole story, this whole setup, feud's been great. Promos, interactions, everything. This just made it even better. This was gold. Just really intense argument, really intense interview segment. I just really liked it. Um, it was very good. I just really liked it. Um, Moxley did a good job. Kingston did a great job. Kingston just great on the mic. Kingston's just a great talker, man. He just best I've seen in just a long, long, long time. Just very believable and so into it and so passionate, and he really makes you believe in what he's saying. Um, Makes everything seem real, realistic. Um, you can tell he's just being himself. He's not reading from a script or anything like that. Just very good. Um, so yes, I liked it. Great. Um, we see a video of Pac sitting in a dark room alone. They're on a beach alone. Uh, Multiverse Pac appeared in the room with me and he says the funny thing about isolation is that you have nobody to play with. He said he's been isolated, lost and abandoned on the other side of the world, but he's been there before. And he gets faster, stronger, better, and more obsessed. So now Pac is back, so that's huge. Huge get for AEW to have him back. Can't wait till he gets back. He's always interesting and always gets on good matches and has good feuds, good vignettes and storylines and stuff. So having him back's a big plus for AEW, a big boost. Going to give him a big boost. Um, Commercial break. Next, we have backstage interview with Dustin Rhodes, QT Marshall. But the Bunny appears and the Butcher and Blade attack from behind. They beat him down with weapons. I thought this was good. I liked it. Just surprised a little beat down. I liked it. Um, Next, we have Nyla Rose with Vic Guerrero in the corner versus Red Velvet with Bunny Rhodes in the corner. This was a good match, in my opinion. I thought this was the best Nyla Rose match I've seen. Of course, Red Velvet, if you watch Underground, she's been getting it on doing really good on AEW Red Velvet. She's done good on Dynamite, and she's aligned with Brandy Rhodes now, and she's really getting good. It seems like she gets better every time I see her. So does Brandy. Brandy looks beautiful as always. I like how they have Velvet and Brandy together, and so yeah. Uh, like I said, this was the best Nyla Rose match I've ever seen. Um, I'll go quickly. Rose stares at Sheeta before lifting Velvet, who slides off and kicks her. Velvet attempts a hook and run, but Rose holds her up and hits a powerbomb and goes for the pin. But stops in her head herself. Rose then mocks Sheeta with a bow and hits Velvet with a running knee for the win. So they have it. Nyla Rose won. She did that beast bomb that she does, and then she did she did Sheeta's running knee and stared at Sheeta while she was pinning her. So I liked that. Nyla Rose won. After that, Vicky got on the mic and she cut a good promo, and she was just kind of cackling, making fun of everybody. Uh, um, Vicky throws a shot at Brandy with her words. Can't really repeat it, but yeah, I liked it. Vicky had like a conniving, uh, maniacal laugh, and it was really funny. Um, Nyla Rose proceeds to go out to the outside and in the crowd and pick a fight with Sheeta. All of a sudden, she actually punches Sheeta. The only thing I didn't like about that part was should have done a little bit better punches. I thought her punches looked a little bit too phony, a little bit like she was not hitting her at all. It just didn't look good. Thought she should have really just tried to lay her punches in more. If not laid her punches, maybe just jumped over and done a little kick, or maybe hit her with a weapon or something just very quickly, and got out of there instead of throwing the fake punches looking. But um, it's a small little gripe, um, you know. But other than that, I liked the segment. I liked the Vicky's interaction with everybody. I liked, Nyla going after Sheeta. I just wish the punch would have been a little bit more better, looked a little bit more realistic. Um, yep. We get a video package next. Chronicling the entire Hangman Page and Kenny rivalry. This was very good. Uh, Darby Allin has a video package and it was good. Darby Allin had a good video package. He was dressed as Cody. Um, then they showed Darby in the stand for the main event coming up. Uh, so that's cool. Keep showing Darby in the stands a lot here lately. With that face painted on, it's kind of like how they used to do with Sting when they showed Sting up in the Raptors um, in WCW in the black and white. So I liked it. I thought it was cool. Um, all right, commercial break, and now we got the main event. A lot of people didn't like this match. I thought this was a good match. This match was just basically just to promote Cody a little bit more of his, give Cody a little bit of ring time, like a little tune-up work before his match this weekend. Um, I thought that Austin and Billy Gunn looked really good. Austin Gunn looked good. He's getting better and better every time I see him. He's going to be very talented, got a lot of talent. Um, Billy Gunn still looks in great shape, can still wrestle. The Dark Order looked good. It's always good seeing John Silver, John Silver's hilarious. He's been killing it on BTE. Um, yeah, so I liked this match, even though a lot of people online didn't like it. I liked it. Um, I'll go a bit quickly. Ted and Silver teamed up to hit a Cody to Billy for a near fall. Silver hits a suicide dive to Cody, but Rhodes catches and throws Silver over the guardrail. Meanwhile, Billy kicks 10 away and tags Austin. Colt runs in, but Austin hits a neck breaker, then hits one to 10, and the Babyface score the big win. So yeah, this was a good match. Cody and Gun Club got the win. Uh, After the match, Dark Order surround the ring. Silver looks to sneak up behind Cody and Connie, but Orange Cassidy runs down and hits him with Orange Punch. Before walking off, Cody grabs the microphone and says he doesn't like telling stories that aren't true. His opponent, Eddie Fuller, is telling everyone that Titty doesn't want him as the face of the company. Then he's too reckless and unconventional. Um, Cody says TNT would love having someone as talented as Darby as champion, and he would too. So that's were different. He was the one who got Darby the job. He said the executives weren't sure about him, so he had to wrestle him himself. Cody says he's the guy who left the Empire, fought the one Warren, and Darby should be intimidated. He says Darby wants the TNT Championship, wants to be the face of the company, but he's not the ace of AEW. So that was very good promo by Cody. Good match. I'm just really looking forward to this pay per view. This pay per view stacked. I think it has a chance to be better than the last pay per view, the All Out. Um, so I believe it's going to be a very good pay per view. As far as go home shows go, I thought this was a very solid show. I loved the whole show. My personal opinion, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I know that seems very high, but I just really enjoyed it. I was just hooked just really into it the whole episode. I hollered a few times and oh and ah, I was all into it. So I really liked it. So great show by AEW. Um, I'm looking forward to this pay per view this weekend. I think it's going to be really good. Um, New Japan, if I'm not mistaken, has an event Saturday night. Going to be I'm going to try to review that too, as well as the AEW pay per view Saturday night. Maybe have that review up Sunday, and I'm just going to put it all in one little review. Try to combine the two. Um, Also, I'm still going to be reviewing Ring of Honor when it comes on. Um, and also in the coming weeks, couple weeks, MLW starting back the restart. Uh, they're starting the company back since the pandemic started, and I'm going to be reviewing those shows too. I might lump them in with the Ring of Honor and the AEW reviews. If not, I have to be on separate videos, but I'm going to try to put them all together. Um, so for those who don't even watch MLW or just like to know what's going on, or want to hear about some talents and just hear some more interesting wrestling things, um, keep a lookout for my MLW reviews. If you don't know what MLW is, never watched it, I suggest you check it out. It's very good wrestling. You see a lot of good stars. That's where MJF came from. Um, they have the Von Erichs. Kevin Von Erich's sons, they're very good. Jacob Fatu, who was Roman Reigns' cousin, he's a very good wrestler. He's a beast. Um, yep. Again, this is just another great week of wrestling shows. Not counting Raw or SmackDown or even NXT, just counting AEW and Ring of Honor, just both very good shows. And can't wait. Look forward to this. Really looking forward to Full Gear this weekend. Yep. And also, AEW's been teasing a surprise for a while. In my personal opinion, I think Sting might show up at Full Gear. Um, just cause everybody who don't know, of course, everybody knows now his WWE contract's up and he's a free agent now. Uh, Cody had did a thing on Twitter a while back saying he would love to wrestle Sting for Sting's last match. For Sting to have one more match, and that Cody said that was his childhood hero, favorite wrestler, and he would love to wrestle against Sting. So that's why I figured Sting might come back. to AEW maybe this weekend. Just 'cause it would be a shock. It'd be cool to see him. He claims he's healthy and can go at least one more match if they don't do anything stupid or crazy. I know Cody, I don't think does any buckle bombs, so I think he'll be safe with Sting, and I think they could do a little something, something. Maybe at least maybe go 5 minutes. At least maybe look like Sting get a little bit of offense in, throw some few punches, maybe get Cody in the corner for a Stinger splash, go for a Stinger splash, and Cody move out the way, and Cody hit the crossroads, and beat him quickly. Um, there's ways they could do the match of it being safe without being crazy or being dangerous. Or maybe they could get away with Sting doing a match with Cody. Um, so we'll have to see. Um, Also, they're having, I believe, Serena Deeb on either the pre-show or the pay-per-view, defending her NWA title, so that should be good. Um, Also, I had mentioned recently about the women's division. It wouldn't surprise me if a woman showed up at Full Gear. Maybe after the Nyla Rose match, Sheeta match. I think Nyla Rose is going to win, so I believe they could bring in a woman wrestler to AEW either on the pay per view or on the next Dynamite episode, and she could be the new challenger against Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose wins the title, which I think she's going to, but I'm not sure. Um, it'd be interesting if they brought in Thunder Rosa, or just maybe gave Ivelisse a run, or I just think it'd be interesting. If they brought in Thunder Rosa, or brought in Tessa, or like I said, Jordan Grace. But I think she's still an Impact. But another thing, a lot of people hadn't mentioned online, and I know it ain't gonna happen. This is just fantasy dream booking. This is what I would do. If I was AEW, I would sign Ronda Rousey. She's a free agent. Not only am I a big Ronda Rousey fan, I've always been a fan of hers, but I just think as a wrestler, I think she does a good job. Her promos are good. Her stuff with storylines are good. Um, just imagine her being in AEW. Um, how much good publicity that would get for AEW. That would really get people talking. Um, that would make people take notice of the women's division right away. Ronda Rousey coming out of nowhere, surprised nobody would expect it. She could come in and challenge Nyla Rose for the title. She could come in and basically say, Nyla Rose is the native beast. Now she's the baddest wrestler. And Ronda Rousey come in and said, you may be the baddest here, but you're not the baddest woman on the planet. I am. I'm the baddest woman. And could be Nyla Rose. And this time Nyla versus Ronda. Uh, just giving Ronda a live mic, no scripted promos. She would kill it. She did good for scripted promos. Uh, she could do things where she attacks Nyla Rose backstage, attacks her before Nyla Rose has her matches. Uh, just beat the crap out of Nyla, maybe beat the crap out of Vicky Guerrero one time, and force Nyla Rose to give her a title opportunity. Um, I think that would be big business for AEW if Ronda Rousey was to join their women's division. That would instantly make people want to be interested in more in the women's division. But I don't see it happening. WWE claims Ronda Rousey's not nowhere near done back to wrestling, but I know she has a wrestling ring in her house because I've watched it, on Total Divas and watched her YouTube channel. And there was a picture that leaked out recently, a couple weeks ago, of James Storm training with her and Travis Brown at their ring in her house. Um, and her also training with Tiff Piper recently. Um, yeah. So I think she'll be back to wrestling eventually. She'll probably go back to WWE because she's a big WWE fan and they like her. Um, but that would just be cool if she showed up for AEW just for a little runoff, even if it's just part time, or just like a pay by appearance like I did with Thunder Rosa. Um, just have her come in, uh, make a splash at Full Gear, beat Nyla Rose, uh, win the title, then have her turn around and walk out, leave the title vacant or something like that, or have her just come in and say, I challenge Nyla Rose, I don't care about the title, I just want to prove that you're not the best and that I can beat you, I can beat anybody, and have her come in and beat Nyla Rose and then, just leave, just a quick little one-off. I think that could be something really huge. not just for AEW, but for wrestling in general, just wrestling, the community, the podcasters, the reviewers like myself, the wrestling fans. I think this could be a huge boost for wrestling. But like I said, I don't think it's going to happen. When she eventually does come back, it'll be the WWE more than likely, most likely. Um, anyway, that's enough of my rambling. I just want to put that out there, give my opinion. But that's all for this review, and that's all for this week's episode. I hope y'all liked it. Please give me feedback and let me know how y'all liked it. Happy wrestling. Hope everybody's doing well and staying safe. And I hope everybody enjoyed these reviews, and I hope people enjoy the pay per view this weekend. I know I will. Uh, See you all next time. See you very soon. Happy wrestling. See you.